Alright guys, so today we got some items here that I bought. A whole table full of stuff for 20 bucks. And I probably got 10 controllers and a bunch of power supplies. These all have the same card. This, I wasn't sure what it was. I know it's a rumble pack. Goes in a controller. I don't have any way to test this, and it's corroded. We're going to clean it. I can always test it with my meter, but I won't know if the card actually works, but it looks pretty clean. Next up's a game. I do have one of these right now for sale on my eBay, so I'll use that to test it and see, and then I'll keep it, and if I get another one of those, I'll go ahead and have a game. So I'm actually keeping this one. Really not bad shape, just dirty. I don't like to put dirty stuff. One screw, seems easy. And this SNES game. The outside's dirty, but the pins look pretty good. A little loose case, but I'm going to clean this up, and me and my kid are going to play this. It should be pretty fun. It will be well worth the play, and we'll be able to get this stuff clean. It's got a bubble in the sticker, but these games aren't worth much. They're just cheesy games. This one here, I've sold this before on eBay for $7 alone. I'm going to give this thing an exterior cleaning. We might open it up. I'm not sure. I'm just going to... I don't have any way to test it either, and it looks pretty clean, so we're just going to set that aside for now. Alright, pretty simple. We got, what, 5 screws to take out? No, I've never taken one of these apart, so there's no telling what's going to happen. And then there's like a vibrator in there. It's connected to that other board. Alright, we're just going to set that aside. Get this one here. See what this looks like. I've never seen any of these. Well, the SNES I have. And then I'm like, this thing should just come apart, right? Try to get my fingernail in there. I don't want to break it. I know these little games, some of these games, I really don't want to have to glue it back together. I want it to work properly so when I test units, I know. And here as I'm messing with it, it just comes off, you know. Just looks like an NES board or something. It had a little bug in there. We'll drop that guy in the trash. Not sure if it's glued down there or not. We'll look at that here in a minute. I want to see what this other one looks like. A couple of screws here in our egg carton so we don't lose them. Oh, that's pretty clean. It's a little dusty, but yeah. Well, there's a little bit on this backside. It's not the best. Sorry, I'm moving around in my chair. Alright. So we're back to number 1. I got this piece out of the other piece. Or the board out of the housing. I'm gonna get my pick and I'm gonna scratch around in there, and then I'm gonna loosen up all this with my toothbrush. It's a vibrator that came out of the top piece. Here I tried to get this metal plate out, and I believe I was not able to on this one. Normally I soak these in vinegar and let it eat the corrosion off, clean it real well, and then oil it. This I can't test, so I'm going to clean it the best I can, so whoever buys it on eBay. This is going to be like probably a $5 item on eBay. Hopefully somebody will get a good working part. Now I can always clip my meter to these leads and see if I have continuity, which is normally what I do, but this is going to be, sold as untested, even though it's cleaned. Maybe somebody will buy it and use it for the housing. The housing's in really good shape. I think. No. Sometimes I gotta look at it under my magnifying glass. It kind of looks like it would come out, but it's not really moving. We're gonna say hi to my buddy's dog at the flea market. I can't remember her name. Luna. Hi, Luna. How you doing, girl? All right, back to this thing. We're gonna clean this thing up. I'm just trying to scrape off. I'm under the microscope right now, or not microscope, the magnifying glass. Sorry. I'm gonna get that guy cleaned up. Some Q-tips and some alcohol on this bench. This should have been cut out of the video. But we're doing the voiceover now, so you're just going to have to deal with it. Here we go. Yeah, a little squirt of that. Buy some soap for me on eBay. There'll be a link down below if you want to help support me getting a better camera. I'm wearing a GoPro right now. I'd like to have a fixed camera. I'm going to go around and I'm going to clean this board up. I'm going to get all this corrosion off. I'm going to scrape these. I'm going to clean the pins. When it comes to pins, I like to use mothers. I like to be real light with them. This here, I'm just cleaning up the board. I want this to be clean for somebody. I want it to work. I'm going to scrub this thing until these corroded spots are clean. I'm going to get my pick and I'm going to clean them up. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you my basic wipe down. I'm using, I think it's 99% alcohol to do the cleaning. Alright, alright. I think we've seen enough of this already. There we go. Get rid of that. Now we're at the toothbrush. We're trying to get any little spots we missed. This one looks like it's only got... Oh, look at that. I guess it's not glued in. Yep. Alright. Well, cool. But it still only has one side. We'll throw that in our wash bin. We'll wash that. Throw that in there, too. Why not? While we're throwing stuff around the bench. Some alcohol on here. Give this guy a cleaning. Hopefully this cleaning doesn't last as long. Sometimes when you're looking at these, it's in between the pins that gets the funk on it. I know that's not where the pin makes contact, but you're putting it in and out of your machine, and you want this to be clean so that your contacts in your machine stay clean. Yeah, there's nothing on that side, guy. Spin the Q-tip around. Oh, you got a little bit right there, do you? Sometimes it's like a brown, like, I don't know, it's weird. It's not roach poop, but I'm under the magnifying glass. Let's see if you guys can see this little spot. I mean, I'm looking at a small picture on the computer. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. It's like right there. For some reason, the corners always get the funk. Weird. Where are we going? Oh, come on with the video editing. Alright, we got the mothers. We got some polish. I'm going to be doing some polishing here. Mother's Mag. You can buy this you can buy this at Walmart. You got a Walmart somewhere near you. Order it on Amazon. They probably deliver to your house. If they don't, you're probably more lucky than you are not. And again, I'm going to work that one spot where I was cleaning it with alcohol and I kind of didn't want to. And you can see I'm going back and forth. Getting the very front of the chip. I like my stuff to be clean. And this Mothers will also leave a protective layer on it until the pin connections wear it off. And we're cleaning. We need some background music. But with my luck, I'll get in trouble. My video will come down, I'll have to do all this editing again. That'd be my luck. Normally after I Q-tip it a few times, I get a soft towel and I buff it. I don't know if you're going to get to see the buffing here on this video. I had so much stuff that I was doing at one time. I had videos I thought I was going to be able to put out. Like parts of them are missing and stuff. Like, you buy a whole bin of stuff. You want to get that stuff tested, cleaned, and up for sale. I mean, I only spent $20. I'm expecting to make at least $100. But a lot of the stuff, like the controllers and stuff I used for parts for other controllers, they were just basic. It was basic stuff. There was an afterglow in there. I Can use those LEDs if needed. This is not a plushy cloth, but that's okay. It's the only one I had because I'm behind on laundry. I haven't done my rags, so I think that's gonna do it. This thing was already pretty clean. You've seen enough of this. See if you can see how clean that is. That's what I'm talking about. Give another look. Go ahead. You watch this whole video. You deserve it. Or at least up to this point, you've watched the video. Alright. My soap that I have for sale is all natural. Local made with goat milk, shea butter, some really good stuff. I know $7 a bar ain't the cheapest. Then you gotta pay shipping, but get you 3 or 4 bars, you'll be happy. And if you don't like it, you can stick it in a bag. You can go to like the store and buy a little gift bag. Get you some white tissue paper and put it in there and give it to your lady. You'll forget something at some point, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I got that. I forgot. Or whatever your excuse may be. She'll be like, what? You picked me out soap? Yep, you picked it out just for her. Pretty happy with that. I don't even know if I'm going to polish this one with Mother's. I'm looking at... Alright, sweet. I scrub these with soap and water. And then what I do is I spray everything down with silicone spray. It helps lubricate the plastic, kind of restore it. Like putting Armor All on something. I don't ever suggest you use these plastic screws. Or, I'm sorry. When you're doing these little plastic screws, don't use power tools. You'll definitely mess it up. I've done a ton of these, so I'm going to see if I can mess it up. I normally leave the game real loose towards the end, or I just do it by hand. That's it. Done. Clean and ready. This one's going to be the same thing. It's got 2 clips at the top. You know that already because you took it apart. I try to scrub around the sticker with water so if the edges are getting weak, it doesn't help them peel. And I try not to get the silicone spray on it. You can see the back of that thing. I got it nice and clean. You know what? I'm not even going to pick up the trashy drill that hyper drill that I got. I got that. I got a Ryobi. I've had a bunch of different ones. Oh, I got you. Yeah. You saw that? You get to punch somebody in the arm. Got a bunch of different drills. I don't care for the Walmart one. It's a Hyper Light or something, or Hyper. It's kind of grindy. Have a good day.